Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Aquarius for the rest of February. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you. I do feel like getting another shuffle in here. So yeah, this reading will look at mid-February all the way to the end of February. So excited to be doing this for you and hope things are going well once again. So let's see what we have here. Also, we have Pisces season coming up here very soon and a Pisces new moon on the 27th of February. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have. All right, make sure we're all set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right, looking good enough to me. All right, also I noticed that you have quite a bit of people showing up in your reading. So we're going to talk about this more as we go along, but energy on the bottom, you have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords represents potentially moving away from something, sailing away from something and moving towards a timeline in which you feel much more comfortable or you feel much better. A better timeline for yourself. But if you notice here, this person is in a boat and they're bringing their swords with them. This suggests that all of the experiences that they've gained up to this point are coming with them on the journey. And so it says that you've learned something very, very important. And you've probably learned a lot of important things. And you can use those experiences and bring them with you as you move into this new phase or you go into this new journey. So the Six of Swords is a really, really positive card of transitions in life and going to new places. It is, in some ways, a travel card, but it's more about making a transition towards something, out of one thing and into something else. So what could this be around? Well, we have a ton of swords energies here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 swords. So swords connects to your thought process. It can represent communication, thinking, intellect as well, just general intellect. It can represent maybe the challenging part of life, such as endings, cutting, severing. So looking at this here, it seems like maybe, man, there's just so many swords. It seems like some of you are having really, really important conversations, or you've probably had an important conversation that is leading you to sort of, sometimes we have arguments or we just have conversations or words are said that can't be unsaid, and it sort of changes things in a relationship or it changes things in the dynamic. This could have been the case for some of you. I know that's very specific. There's also maybe a financial thing that's happening here. I think some of you may have sold a home here in the not too distant past as well. I'm really trying to wrap down what you could be transitioning out of. But let's go ahead and just try to get some more details here. So in the overall situation, you do have the Temperance card. The Temperance, the figure on the Temperance card is actually an angel. And this can represent divine protection. It also can represent divine healing as well, as the Temperance card comes after the Death card. The Death card is all about going through a transformation. And the Temperance card says that you now are being given an opportunity or some time and space to heal from this transformation that you've been undergoing. The other thing about this is a Sagittarius energy, by the way, as well. And, the Temperance card can also talk about alchemy, right? It can talk about like creating something, doing like magic in your life, right? Real magic, right? Not Harry Potter magic, but creating alchemy. In other words, manifesting something. So I do feel like if some of you are moving house or you have, it's almost like there's a clearing here for you, Aquarius. There's something that's totally been cleared. And I feel like you have manifested this for yourself, okay? You've taken some things off the table, okay? I feel like some of you are lighter, okay? I feel like some of you are lighter right now. And what I mean by that is commitments, things that maybe tie you to a specific location or to a specific person, or the things that tie you down. I think some of you have freed yourself of that. Yeah, I get a lightness, okay? I get a light energy. I'm actually an Aquarius moon sign. I don't always share that, but yeah. So I do look at these readings sometimes too. But anyway, in the first column, you have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. All right, so showing up here in the first column, it seems like the one thing that I think maybe some of you have done here is you had a real opportunity in the financial area in some financial area of your life, and you took it, right? You really struck while the iron was hot. And the reason I say that is you have this Knight of Swords, okay? This is potentially an event that happens so quickly that you can barely even catch your breath. It's something like it's when you act on the instinctual level, right? You just act on instinct instead of thinking. It's basically you don't have time to think something through. You just have to act on instinct. That is the Knight of Swords type of energy. And you have this paired with the Seven of Pentacles, which is a long-term financial situation. So this is maybe your retirement account. This is your real estate that you own. I think some of you may have sold some real estate. This is not coming in the future. This, I think, maybe has already happened. But when you look at a house, right? Like if you own a house, like there are so many things that tie you down to that house, right? You know, having been a homeowner, it's like, man, the roof goes down, or like a pipe bursts. You're on the hook for that, right? You got to pay for that, or you got like taxes that you have to pay, the garbage, the sewage, all of the water, all of that, right? Like there are like so many things about owning a piece of real estate that tie you to that in some way. I know other people like are able to manage it efficiently and everything. Maybe you have property managers, whatever. But the point being here is there's something connected to a financial instrument or a financial situation here that has been tying you down. And I think some of you have freed yourself of that, maybe by selling the house. Some of you may have also purchased a house here, but it feels like there's a freeing type of energy, okay, that I'm feeling. That's very specific, but you can take that idea and attach it to your situation. So maybe there's something else in your life that was tying you down that you have freed yourself from. But this is like a positive thing, by the way. This is a positive thing. You also here have the High Priestess, which says that you're sort of coming, if you take a look at the High Priestess, they're coming out of the water with some information, right? They have been diving deep. They've been diving deep in their subconscious. They've been diving deep in the spiritual material, and they're now coming to surface with all of the information and all of all of the information that they've gathered, the experiences that they've had. And the High Priestess is really somebody who can be a way shower in the tarot. This is somebody who can put you on the path, and maybe you have come in contact with a way shower, and this could have been in, this way shower. You could also be that person, but this person could come in many ways. It could also mean that you are connecting with an ideology, or you're connecting with a worldview that is showing you the way as well. That is showing you the way. So, one of those could be, it's hard to say that tarot's not really a worldview, but maybe I'm getting this idea that like maybe some of you are seeing the world in a new way. And whatever this maybe some of you are doing like tarot or astrology or something like this. I'm getting a sense that some of you maybe are getting into this stuff. But and this is maybe showing you some pathways. But there's this idea of a way shower here is coming into my mind, and I haven't brought that in with the High Priestess in a long time. So that seems to be pretty pertinent for you. Now, in the middle column, you have the Seven of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so here's the deal. You're sailing forward. You're transitioning to something new. You're going to a new place. I don't know what it is. We'll get some clarification, and hopefully you can figure out what it is. But here's the deal. The cards are really saying that right now it's super important for you to build some type of strategy here, okay, with the Seven of Swords. And also, continue to be a quick thinker. You actually have two cards and they're right next to each other. This is a strong energy of being a quick thinker, right? Being quick-witted, like somebody who can just instantaneously know what they need to know, what they need to say, what they need to do. This is energy of being a quick thinker, okay? And also, some of you here, here's the deal. The Six of Swords comes before the Seven of Swords. So the thing about the Seven of Swords, it can mean that you are walking into a trap or you're sailing into a trap, right? Because the Seven of Swords person has actually stolen those swords. And this can be an energy of deception, of backstabbing, all of that. But I try to look at this in a positive way. And the positive meaning of the Seven of Swords is you want to have a game plan. You want to have a strategy. So when you're done sailing and you reach your destination, you're ready to go, right? As you meet the Seven of Swords, you're ready to go. You have a game plan. You know where you're going to do, what you're going to do. You know where you're going to be, all of that type of energy. So the idea right now is to have a game plan. And then you have this Four of Swords as well, which can talk about rest and recovery. Temperance card with the Four of Swords, there's definitely some rest here in order for some of you. I also think that if you've been sick recently, you could already be recovering from that. It's definitely a nice energy of like healing as well for good health. Now, in the final column, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're going to want to really gather your thoughts, okay, with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Make sure you're aligned, okay? Make sure your thoughts are razor sharp. The Seven of Cups can be a card that indicates feeling overwhelmed because you have too many things that you are juggling at this time, okay? It can be this overwhelming feeling. So you're going to really want to synthesize your thoughts, gather them, and make sure you have a game plan so you're not treading in the dark here. As you have this Six of Swords, make sure you're not sailing somewhere without knowing where you're sailing. Type of energy, right? And then you have this Ten of Swords, which indicates an ending. Let's see what this might be around. Well, I think it's just you're leaving your home or you're leaving something behind. Maybe you are moving, but maybe you're not. But some of you are like leaving something behind. And maybe that's why that Ten of Swords is in there. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which I think is asking you to really take a look at your financial picture. Like take a look at coming up with a game plan. Never a bad idea to do that. Could also talk about a financial advisor or an accountant playing an important role right now. We are in tax season in the U.S., so always a fun time. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a look at getting some of these oracle cards here. Let's try to get some additional messages for you. And for whatever reason, we're going to take the cards like this. Sometimes I just feel guided to do this. We're going to take 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to take those 4. And then let's take a look at the energy on the bottom. All right, you have Wise One. Grow within your current situation. All right, so what did I say here at the beginning of the reading, right? With this Wise One, the Six of Swords, remember? This person has all of these swords. They're carrying all of these swords, all of these lessons, these experiences with them as they move to the new destination. This represents wisdom, right? Because you can really only gain wisdom by having experiences and by learning lessons. That's the best way to gain wisdom. And so you've got this Wise One here, growing within your current situation. You know what you need to do, all right? And you're going to make the smart move. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 cards here. So you have Protection Guardian, drop your shields, and then you have Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Definitely nice to see the Arrow card here with the Seven of Swords. It is a card that sometimes comes up when I don't love to see the Seven of Swords, but again, we try to make it positive here. So if you have a vibe about somebody, you got to trust your vibe, okay? I'm just going to keep it real with you. If somebody feels a little shady or feels like they could be somebody who backstabs you or just doesn't have your best interest at heart, yeah, this Arrow card is saying just trust your vibe, trust your gut here, okay? But you do have this, I like that you have this, you have 2 messages here of protection, the Protection Guardian and surround yourself with protective energy. It feels like as long as you're doing the right thing, everything is going to work out for you. You have Oracle, wait for important information, and then you have Moon, take note of intuitive messages. This Oracle card is very similar to the High Priestess in the tarot. Okay. I do think that some of you are going to have some conversations here. I also think that if you are not getting the answers from other people, and this situation is about you, right? So if you're asking other people, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What's your advice on this? Listen to their advice, but take note of intuitive messages, this Oracle card, the High Priestess. You might also want to consider asking your intuition, and you might be surprised at what you get. Really tune into your intuition. All right, let's go ahead and let's start to clarify this situation even more. Let's see what additional cards want to come in for you in this reading. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Go ahead and split the deck, and then we'll get right into it. All right, so we've got the Nine of Cups, King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Swords. That is interesting. That is a very, very positive combination. I said at I'm just trying to do some memory recall here. At the beginning of the reading, I said that you had a situation where you had to act at the instinctual level, at the gut instinct level, act on instincts. Well, some of you really just did what you knew you had to do, and it happened quickly. As this relates to a financial situation with the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups is coming in to say, like, you know, take your time to take care of yourself. The Nine of Cups can talk about like a wish coming in or a wish coming true. It's almost like there's a cascading of events that's happened here. It's like some quick action was taken, and this is sort of cascading into the timeline that you want to be on. Because it is crazy. Like sometimes we don't realize that like when we do one thing, when we do A, it leads to, you know, B, C, D, and E, right? Like we take action A, and then all of a sudden we're over here at E, and it's like, whoa, I didn't realize that, like, you know, this one small thing that I did would have ever led me here. And this is the kind of idea that I'm getting for you. You have the King of Cups. We got this sailing energy here. You see the sailboat in the background. Definitely something about you moving forward, but there's a big message around healing as well in this reading for you, Aquarius, with the Temperance card, Four of Swords, King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. I do think some of you have gone through something challenging. Like maybe I was actually going to say traumatic, but I didn't know if that was a little bit too dramatic. But yeah, maybe traumatic here in the past. And you are now kind of working through this whole thing. You have the Four of Pentacles, which represents maybe holding on to something a little bit too tightly. It says you may need to let go of something. Okay, the Four of Pentacles says you may need to part with something here around this High Priestess. Remember, I said the High Priestess, there's something about like a way shower showing up in your life, like connecting to you in your life. Whether you are that person or it's you're finding it through like a worldview that you have, a new way of thinking, something like this here. What else do we have? The Seven of Wands, Strength card, and the Eight of Cups. Wow. So you got the sailing away, you got the walking away with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Well, you're moving to a new destination, that is for sure. Whether this is physically relocating or just maybe you're changing your job or you're changing your relationship, you're moving into something new here, that's for sure. And the main theme here around this movement is that you're dropping what no longer serves you. Okay, if there's a situation in life where you've been stuck, or your cups have not been full in this situation, you're letting that go. You're dropping that, you're moving beyond that, and you're moving into a new higher timeline here. One that will make you feel much happier. And I think right now you're also taking some time to connect with yourself, be in your body, connect with yourself, and recharge as you move into this as you transition into this new space. So you've got the Strength card as well, which is asking you to have courage as you make this transition to this new place or into this new space. And yeah, to have courage and also be fierce in the face of competition in this case, because you have the Seven of Wands with the Seven of Swords. You know, this is definitely, there is definitely something where the cards are asking you to call in some protective energy with the Protection Guardian, the Arrow, and then the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Strength and Temperance. I do think Spirit has your back here, for sure, for sure. But this is, there is someone or a situation here that is definitely challenging, okay? Definitely testing your luck, testing your patience. And I would say if you have a vibe about somebody, to really trust it, because this person may be highly competitive, and you'll want to not back down, okay? But maybe even you'll want to play it smart here as well, because this person could be really smart. You have the Hierophant, you have the Ten of Cups, and you have the Queen of Swords. All right, well, this ending is a super happy ending for you, whether you see it or not. It may not be immediately clear to you, but the Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, that's a double ending. Okay, that's both cards are endings because they're the last cards in the suit. And while the Ten of Swords is potentially a painful ending, it does release you from something that was painful. And the Ten of Cups, on the other hand, is basically everything you want. It is like happy family life. You can see the happy family. They own the house in the background. It is like a total windfall of good emotions, good times, and good vibes. It is probably the happiest card in the tarot, or one of them, other than the sun. Other than the sun. And then I also do associate this card with real estate as well, because there's always a house and a family associated with the Ten of Cups. So I think some of you may be moving residence here, but you got the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Definitely someone showing up here that with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, and these two queens, you'll just have to. I really get an energy of you being fierce and standing strong. You know, putting your line in the sand and saying these are my terms. This is what I'm doing here. Hierophant is just a card of tradition. I'm not really seeing how it fits into this reading. But you are definitely going to be moving into some level of independence here. You got this Nine of Pentacles on the bottom, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and close out this reading by pulling some Kipper cards here. Okay. So you've got the toil and labor, thoughts, poverty, and then you have message of concern, concern, and journey. And we're going to clarify that. Okay, wow. Poverty, despair. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you were in this situation that was just leaving you feeling totally drained. Maybe you were being drained financially, maybe you were being drained emotionally, but you were in this poverty, despair type of energy. And this is what's so great about this reading, is you are walking out of that with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, okay? And you're on this new journey here. But you're ready to work hard for something as well. So this is what I got. This is an incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. If you enjoyed this reading, hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.